Okay, I'm going to do the where the live wire actually comes into the back of the fuse holder, and I'm going to take some information from the sketch we have already, just to have a little bit of consistency with the model itself. Bear in mind that this is in its expanded state to actually take the fuse on there, not its actually contracted state. So I know that this is sketch 8, so I've already highlighted it down here. Now all I need to do is go to edit, go to copy, and then go to file, new, okay, so a new part. So if I go to sketch, go to front plane, and I go to edit, paste, and there's a sketch up there. It's not in the best position, so I need to move it. So let's just tick that for a second, and you can actually see that the whole sketch has come in. So go back into the sketch to edit sketch, move entities. So it says entities to move. So I'm going to click a window all over there, keep relations on there, and it says move from to. So I want a start point. So I actually want to go in to that point there. Okay, so just pick that up, and it needs to go onto that point there. And you notice that you can copy this several times. So just press the escape key, and it is where it needs to be, but it's still not defined. If I pick that up, you see it moves away. So just hold the shift key down and join the two dots and make coincidence. Now you see automatically that that line goes black because it now has some origin to go to. I'm just going to draw some other few lines in. So up the top here, across there, and give that a dimension because I know that was 10mm up. So just go at 10.75. That needs to be 10. Okay, and we knew what this was. That's 3.35. See, it's not, it's 3.25. Okay, and we know that that point there is from there to there. That's kind of 5.58 when we know it's actually about 6mm to that centre. So it just pushes it up that little bit. We also know that these radiuses here should be 1mm, which brings it back in a little bit. And if I just from there to there, that's over-defined it, I beg your pardon, from there to there, just that there, and we also need from there to there. Should help us out a little bit. That's should be 3.5, that should be 1. Oh, Control Z. Let's have a look here. I think the angle between there and that one is 15, and the angle between there, I think was 30. I'm going to go back and double check this between there. There was 24, so that's right. So just to have a quick check about those dimensions. If we go back to our pin there and we actually highlight the actual sketch, just turn that around a second to what we want to see. So we have some different dimensions here, but I can just measure some distances off to get our correct approach to the product. So just go back. Let's just double check because that was 140. So let me take that out. And it was the distance between those two, I think. No, that was that one. between there and there. It should be 140, I think. That's better. There we go. That's much more like it. I'm quite happy with that. And the distance between there and there was not 3.26. It's 3.25. Just to make it accurate. So there is some stuff that's lost in translation, but you just have to double check. So that is that. I'm now going to go to my feature tree, extrude boss base. I'm going to click on that there. Again, my thin features, I know it's 0.6 on that one, and again it is, I think it was 10mm. Let's just double check to go back. No, it's 6.2, 6.4. 6.4. Sorry, that's the wrong one. 0.6 is in that unit. This one here is 6.4. So I have my half back there, and I shall now go to mirror. And I want to mirror that. And there we go. That's my part for the top of the fuse holder. But when you actually look closely at what you've got, you have a little extension piece to come through, and there are two little circles there as well to actually stop the fatigue. So, okay, we need to extrude a section through here at 6.6, but I'm actually going to go for the narrowest point where the two holes are. I can get my calipers in there, and that comes out at 4.4. So I need to do that on this plane here. So if I go to sketch on that surface there, and I'm going to use that tool from there to there. Now I don't know what dimension that is, but if I go to my little toolbox up here, I can measure. I can measure from there to there, and that's 4.13. I'm actually quite happy with that, so I'm just going to leave it for that, and I'm going to extrude boss base by just get this right. The actual distance there is call it 5mm. So I'll do that to 5. If I look from above, that's as far as it comes out. So I'll just give that a green tick. I also know that it is wider than 4. What it is 4.2. So the actual width of the unit is actually something like 5.2. So I've got to come out about 0.5mm either side. So to do this, what I'm going to do again is go to sketch on that face, so just get rid of that. Again, to just for ease of access to there, I'm going to come up to about there. But I'm actually going to put a dimension here. I actually want to yeah, I'm going to put get that there to be consistent and put the holes in afterwards. So let's make those co-linear, that's fine. And I extrude out, extrude boss base, and let's do that by 0.5. So you can see that's where we are there. Okay, and I'm going to mirror that feature. Let's just have a look, see what hour. I'll do that in that one there, the other side. Perfect. Okay, we're almost there, not quite, because I need to put these little holes in. So let's look from the top there. I'm going to sketch on there, and I'm going to draw a circle. It's 1mm. Let's give it a small diameter. There we go. Let's put it as 1. It's probably a little bit too big, but go with it for a moment. Let's put that tangential to that line there, and come out of that, and that tangential to that line there. I'm also going to draw a line from there to there, from there and to there. I just use my trim tool, take that centre bit out. So we are now over defined, and it's probably something to do with that one there. So I just delete that. She's not going to let me. Let's try again. Delete that out. There we go. So we are sort of, it doesn't matter how far that out is out. And this time I'm going to extrude cut. So I go to features and extrude cut, and I'll do through all. Just make sure it goes through all, which it is going to go to. And now I've got my little sort of snap bend there. I actually think that should be about 0.75, so I'll go back and correct that in a second. Actually I'll do that now. So edit features, no, sorry, let's just click on edit sketch, sorry. Let's just click on that one there and put in 0.75. And you notice that has changed a little bit, but it's still fine. So actually it doesn't look quite right either, so let's try that again. Edit that sketch. That's right. We have actually lost our tangential relationship here, so let's just try that again to make that tangential. Doesn't like it, does it? We've got a slight problem here. I'm just going to actually delete that line there for now. I'm not too happy with that because that should come in tangent, so I'll just take that away from there. I'm going to put a line in from there along to about there. Just try and make that a tangent. That's better, so that's lifted that up. And I go to my trim mark, that there, and I will bring that point away from there and put that to the point there. Let's just have a double check of that and then give that a green tick. That's much better, although I still have quite a line there, but I'm not too worried about that at the moment. And then if I just go to mirror and just find my plane and do that one, and then click that one, and then we have our splits. And all we need to do now is just go around and radius the corners as we've done before, and then put this information here, and then another rivet the same as we did before in there. Okay, so all I've done is I've just gone with a 0.2 fillet all the way around just to make it a little bit more friendly. You'll also notice on there was a little brass block that we need to put in. I'm going to do that before I put any rivets in, so we'll do that in the next video.